I know you don't like to put positions on guys and label them as anything, but you have Shake and George seem to be really kind of finding a good flow and rhythm together as kind of two ball handlers. Are you encouraged by what you've seen as them with them playing together?
Yeah, it's what we imagined. We didn't like when Shake was the primary ball handler because he struggles against pressure a little bit, and so when you bring George in, you can't pressure Shake anymore, and we felt like that would be a good mix for us. Matisse is the guy that's keeping that together, though, in my opinion, because we wasn't sure if he can guard for us, and so far he's been pretty good on doing that, and that helps us play that small lineup.
Next time.
Rich Hoffman next.
Hey, Doc, it's kind of related to what you were talking about there, and it's a little bit open-ended, but how do you feel about how your bench unit is playing right now?
I love it. I mean, I think they're all playing well. Dwight's playing really well, really focused right now. Our guards, we have speed, man. I mean, think about it. That's not even including Tyrese, which we can throw him in at times as well. So when we have shooting and speed and able to defend the way they are doing it right now, George is a hell of a defender. Matisse is a hell of a defender. Dwight's a rim protector. So you have three solid defenders out on the floor. It allows all the other guys to play.
You have said at times this year that, you wouldn't necessarily roll an all-bench unit out in the playoffs, in the games that matter.
Yeah.
Are we going to start seeing maybe, as you get closer to the playoffs, like whittling down the rotation, or are you just going to roll?
I'm going to stay with what we have. That doesn't mean we won't, but this is a group that has proven that they can do that. Now, there may be a mixture more where there's always a starter with that group, but for the most part, I'm not scared putting this group on the floor.
Next two questions will be from Jack McCaffrey and then Kai Carlin, but Jack, go ahead first.
Doc, I'd like to hear what you took out of that homestand. Your team's playing better or as well as it's played all year. Yet the competition, maybe not at its peak. What are we to make of those three lopsided routes? It did come at a good time.
Jackie, you hit it right. It came at a perfect time for us. We needed it. Off the losses that we had with all the injuries, we were allowed to kind of bring our guys in the right way, if you know what I'm saying. None of them had the stretch minutes. Now they're good to go, which is great. The bench guys got great rhythm. The more they play, the better for us right now. We already know our starting lineup can play. So the more we can play different guys off the bench, the better for us.
Thank you.
Kai Carlin, then Noah Levick.
Hey, Coach. I wanted to ask you, we always talk about Matisse on defense, but what have you really kind of seen from him offensively as kind of like his bigger improvements that continue to come along?
Driving, straight line drive, attacks, cutting and driving. So we talk about every day with him. We show him on film every day, and he's starting to see that great. He had two great back cuts today. If guys are going to try to help off of him, he's got to make them pay, and he's starting to do that. And you can see his confidence growing. So it's great. It's coming at the right time.
As Coach.
Go ahead, Noah.
Hey, Doc. Brown was the starter you left in the longest tonight. I just wonder what you make of that stretch at the end of the first quarter where he's with the second unit guys and just Ben's play overall tonight.
Ben's been since he's been back, he's been a tone setter for us. He's been absolutely amazing. Not only just with his defense, but his offensive drives, his offensive vision. I don't know if this is the best he's played all year, but this is close. I mean, he's driving our team right now. And a lot of it doesn't show. I mean, he had a play in the third quarter that he just put so much pressure on their defense, and the ball went around the horn. He gets nothing out of that except for that play led to us getting a three-pointer. And that's what he keeps doing.